Hey everybody, how's it going today? So yeah, so today is the afternoon of March 3rd, 2025, and I thought I would tell you a little bit of what went on in February. So, so yeah, at the beginning of February, something interesting happened, and not in a good way. Of course not. Thank you for, by the way, thank you for being my therapists. Thank you for listening to me and being my therapist. Write everything down. It's such a wild, wild ride. So, um, the beginning of February, um, my mom's aide got sick. And instead of staying home because she got sick, she tested herself. And that was negative. So she thought she would be a good soldier and mask up and come to work. I didn't know this. I didn't know she was sick. I was at work. Yeah. Basically, I leave and she comes and takes care of mom for the day. And then she leaves and I come home. So we two ships passing in the night. Um, so she decided she was going to take one for the team and mask up and come to work. So not only did she get sick, she got mom sick. So she was sick. She got mom sick. Then, like she was still taking care of my mother when the home health aid agency called and said, she's still taking care of your mother, but she's not feeling well. What? So when she goes for the day, she's going to stay out tomorrow. I'm like, I'm sorry? Why is she with my mother? No, she thought she was, she's taking one for the team. She's not feeling well, but she's still staying with us. Oh, don't worry, she has a mask. I'm like, that's not really what they're designed to do. And I know what they the typical mask that my mom's aide wears is not a N95 mask. It's just, anyway. So, of course, my mother gets sick. The aide is out. Since my mom is sick, um, and she can't control when she coughs or not. When my mom gets sick, then I got sick. Sorry, minimizing screens. I got sick. I got sick. So I'm sick taking care of my sick mother. And since my mom is 89 years old, she did one of these whook in her health and well-being. And so my brother was kind enough to come out for a week and try to salvage this all. So um, by the time he came out here, mom was no longer infectious, but still sick. And I was no longer infectious, but still sick. And I mean, for getting sick in the first week of February, I'm still sick, and it is March 3rd. And I got sick the first week of February. Basically, I had everything. It was COVID all the way. I never tested positive for COVID. I had COVID. It was just like a COVID sickness. Uh, you know, runny nose, coughing, runny nose, fever, just horrible achy joints, everything except for, did I have a fever? No, I didn't have a fever. No, did I have a fever? Yes, I had a fever. So I'm sitting there going, this time around, did I have a, yeah. I just never tested positive for COVID. Mom never tested positive for COVID. The aide never tested, I never tested positive, but that's what I had. The only thing I didn't have was, oh, right. The only thing I didn't have was a stuffed up nose in everything. I just didn't have a stuffed up nose. So, it's really bad when you come down with the C word, but you can't stop. Like I couldn't stop. I couldn't, my mom still needed help. The aide, what the agency was like, hey, would you like another aide? I'm like, no, because I can't break in another aide and train another aide and tell the other aide what, I'll just do it myself. Um, so, and my mom she won't respond. She won't with the new aide. So It's not good. So my brother came out and was moral support for a week. He did a whole bunch of things. Um, he sat with my mom a few nights and helped out. And basically, he scraped my driveway of ice. He scraped my walkway. He scraped my driveway. I was very sick. It was very cold out and it hurt to breathe. And I still have it. I don't have a pneumonia. I feel like I have bronchitis. It's sharp when I go outside and breathe the cold air. It's sharp. Um, I still have a cough, although it's a little bit better. I was just coughing up a storm for a few weeks, just coughing, coughing, and especially when I went to bed. I would, I would just wake up coughing and coughing and coughing, and it was an unproductive cough too. So that wasn't helping. Out of all of the coughs you could have, I would rather have a productive than unproductive cough. But yeah, so this month has been miserable. Things have happened. In the middle of that, I had to deal with my mom's bed. I had to deal with there was a lot of nurses and aides and the counselor and everything, just everybody just coming through the doorway. And I had to greet them. I had to deal with them. I had to do stuff. I had to sort things out. There's a change to mom's because she's on hospice. Hospice provides most of her medication now, which is okay, which is great. They cover it, they do it, and it comes to the door. So basically, they have a courier come to the door with the meds. And the good thing is they come to the door with the meds. The kind of not so good thing is it's only 2 weeks supply of meds. So they're coming to the door for one thing or another a few times a week. And the reason why they do that is if, they had a month's worth of meds and on day one of the next round of meds, if the person passes away, person dies, then they have to count out and dispose of 29 days worth of meds. So that's why they have meds every 2 weeks because it saves money, I guess. But then it was down to the point where, I was out sick, out of work sick, trying to survive, trying to make sure everybody's all set and all set up and everything's here and enough pads, enough diapers, enough, um, and dealing with all of this stuff. I remember being in the shower. Like I told the aide, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to try to feel human again. And I went into the shower and I'm just trying to breathe the steamy air just to try to get it into my lungs so I could maybe start coughing stuff up. I hear a knock at the door. I'm like, yes. And it's the aide. They said, somebody pulled into the driveway. And she didn't say anything else. I'm like, well, and? Yeah, they're here. Okay. All right. Did you talk to them? No. Okay. Did they get out? What are they doing? They haven't gotten out of the car. I'm like, okay. Can you go see what they want? Okay. And take care of it? Like whatever they need, just take care of it? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. So that was something, It's only like, okay, can you take care of that for a bit while I just breathe? So I don't know what she wanted me to do. I was all soaked up in the shower, trying to breathe, including my hair was all soaked up. She wanted me, I guess, to jump out of the shower, run down the hall, grab a defensive implement, and run out into the driveway. I don't know. So, but it was just one of the couriers with one of the meds that, he just gave her the med thing. He asked for her name and he wrote it down and he left. So, so yeah, but it's been a month of that. So it's a lot. The aid, the aid got better and it started to come over again. Okay, that's good. But we have a hospice nurse that comes over twice a week. It's not always the same hospice nurse, and they check mom out and see what she needs and whatnot. And so it's been a change from this kind of regular care to palliative care. It has been, it takes a different mindset. It's palliative care. Is she okay? Is she staying okay? They're, as the nurse practitioner says, they're not really interested in the numbers on her oximeter. You can only be concerned if she's gasping or feels uncomfortable or seems like she can't breathe. We still monitor with the oximeter, but she's it's care, it's comfort, it's making sure she's okay. So now it's more like It's coffee in the morning. If she wants to get out of bed, that's fine. If she doesn't want to get out of bed, I put the coffee in the sippy cup so she can drink it in bed. And breakfast of toast. She always wants toast with butter and whatnot. So if I can get her out of bed and bring her up to the kitchen table, most often than not, she feeds the dog with it because she toast is here, and she brings it up. She sees the dog is right there. Oh, but since she has dementia, it happens over and over again. So I'm trying to get her to eat the toast and not her to give it to the dog because the dog is right there with his big eyes. And he loves her. So the dog is very fat. Let's just say that. But yeah, and on days when she doesn't want to get out of bed, feed her in bed. Um, it's more along the lines of like today at lunch. I was like, well, what do I give her for lunch? She's not getting out of bed. Actually, she slept until like 12:30 or so. So I didn't want to get in there and disturb her, but then I wanted to get her have lunch. So I kept an eye on her until she opened her eyes. And then I said, hey, do you want a shake? Milkshake. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's something I could put in a sippy cup and have her drink, and that's calories. And basically it's calories at this point. Whatever she wants to eat, whatever she needs to eat. Try not to give her stuff that binds. So not a lot of cheese, grilled cheese sandwiches these days. So, so that's where we are at this moment. Mom is in bed. She got out of, I managed to lift her and get her out of bed for breakfast. She only was up for about a half an hour and then she really wanted to go back to bed. So I put her back to bed. She's in bed now. She has her sippy cup of shake. Um, Not sure what else she can eat. Like she doesn't want to be fed. She doesn't want somebody else to feed her. But then again, she can't really handle food in bed. So the stuff where she can two-hand it, which is good, you just have to watch out that because sometimes she drinks out of the cup and then the cup goes into the bed. It slowly gurgles into the bed. Um, so yeah, now it's stuff that's you try to put nutrients in it when possible, but more it's for comfort at this point. It's for something that it's a different mindset rather than going to heal because she's never really going to get better. She's just going to she's not going to get better. But in the meantime, it's very stressful here. So it's stressful for me. I try not to make it stressful for her. Um, let's see what's happening out today. It is going to be very cold. It is cold out today. And tomorrow's supposed to be warmer and the day after is supposed to be warmer. There's still snow on the ground. I went out after my brother left. There was another snowstorm. And it was snow, 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 big fat flakes, ice. Basically, it snowed. It snowed, big fat flakes, and then it rained, and then it made the top layer into ice. So that's just basically I've been chipping at for the last week or so. Is chipping at the ice pack. So it began to melt the other day. It was like 45 degrees out yesterday. It's like right now in the middle of the afternoon. It's 24 degrees. So nothing's melting really, not unless there's reflection by the sun. Basically, there's a corners where maybe the sun is reflecting off a fence and it's starting to work at the ice. So other than that, we're good. I had to light a fire. I had to light a fire today just to get the chill out of the air. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? The other way. There, you can see it. So I lit a fire. So at least I have that. Trying to keep mom warm. So she got her meds today. She took her meds today. She doesn't often want her meds anymore. Like night before last, didn't want any meds. Nope, nope, nope. And the way the nurse is like, don't push it. Don't push it if she doesn't want it. Wait, because she has dementia. Wait a few minutes, and then ask her again. And if she still doesn't want it and stuff, that's don't sweat it. So we've been off and on with the meds. Um, she wasn't exactly in pain last night, but she was uncomfortable. So I managed to get her her Haldol, I forget what it is, It's in liquid form, and she gets it via a little plunger syringe. It's like a half a teaspoon, I would say, if that. But it gets her comfortable enough so that she can relax and sleep. Um, so that's where we are. Okay. All right. Sorry for the ramble, but thank you for listening to me through all of this. Again, thank you for being my my therapists. Thank you for going coming with me through this weird ride. Is the time getting close for mom? I don't know. Uh, they say that they something can happen and they could go downhill quickly, or they could just hang on for a long time. So there really isn't anything big right now. But maybe I should do a the symptom done a video. It's getting long, but a video of like what the end stage of dementia looks like. So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll put that in another video though. Bored you enough. Why, thank you very much. Thank you for coming along with me. Thank you for listening to me throughout all of this. Now it is continuing to be a wild ride. So it's basically an eye opener for me, and it's something that, it's tough. It's I think by and far it's the hardest thing I've ever done, but um I would want somebody to do this, go through this with me if the shoe was on the other foot, if the tables were turned. So, okay. All right. I hope this finds you well. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.